Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Make sure you like and subscribe at the end of the video and check out more of my videos that I've done. Let's talk about me for once, I guess. Haven't done that in a while. I am just going to talk about like a personal experience kind of thing today. I recently was speaking with a mother who had never met another person with ACC disorder. Her daughter also has it, so she had a lot of questions. And I shared something with her because she had made a comment to me about something her daughter was doing, and I shared a personal experience of my own that she said really helped her. And she said I should share it with other people, just in case, you know, there's other people out there thinking like, okay, maybe this is an odd thing, but just to know that like others are going through it would be helpful. So what I talked to her about was like, do you ever see that your child can be really, really good at something? And then they take a break from it for a while, a few months or something, and then they go back and you expect them to still be really good at that thing and to know what they're doing and know all the proper, the proper things they're supposed to do, and they have no clue. And you're wondering what in the world has happened. So this mother I talked to had something like that happen with her daughter, and I said to her, I said, you know what? I said, I still have that happen to me with horseback riding. So my oldest sister, shout out to you, Beth, has always been around or had horses in some way, and I've always clung to that. I love horses so much. But even though I've been around horses most of my life, I, and probably she herself, would say that I'm like a beginner kind of person around horses. I used to take lessons from her and I loved it. I rode all the time. But then winter would come and we wouldn't ride for a few months or so. And then when spring would come back, she would have to re-teach me every year how to ride because I would forget a lot of the basics. And luckily, she's this awesome sister to me. I don't know about herself. Maybe she just held it in. She never seemed to get really like angry or frustrated with me about that. She always just kept pushing me to do it, to do more, to learn more. So I feel like every year I've retained a bit more, but I still know that there are things that I forget that I know I should know how to do. Even as I got older, I started working at horse barns and kind of managing them, but there were times when she would come back into town and I'd be like, hey, give me some lessons because I knew I was lacking in experience where there were things I needed to brush up on and do better. And it's just, I don't know. I feel like even normal people could go through this though. It's just this whole memory thing, and you just can't latch onto it. When we're not doing it repetitiously, it goes. I don't know where it goes, but I lose it. I wish I did not. I still do this. Luckily, I finally am at the point as an adult where the barn I work at now, I came right out a couple months ago and told the owner, because we were getting ready to do a horseback ride, and I said, look, I know I should know how to tie a Western girth, but I have no clue. I'm like, I guarantee you my sister Beth has made me tie a Western girth a million times. I have no idea how to do it. And I even told her, I said, the last barn I used to ride at, I would purposely go slow brushing the horse before I went riding, because then the owner would just come over and slap the saddle on the horse really quick and tie the girth for me. So I didn't have to do it because I was afraid, because she was a good friend of mine. She used to be a teacher of mine in school. I was afraid to tell her that I had no clue how to tie the girth. But this other lady I'm very good friends with, I was able to tell her that. So, and you know, she was very open to it. So she's still kind of teaching me. And I've tried it a few times on my own. So I know what it's supposed to look like in my brain. But sometimes I know that like maybe I'm missing a step, or I just feel like I still need that person there. But I just wanted to talk about that really quick, because it was an interesting conversation between myself and this other mother about a sport that her daughter did, and they thought, oh, she was super, super good at it. Next time that sport comes around, because it was like a seasonal thing, let's bump her up to the next level. She's really, really good. And when that season came around again, it was like she was a beginner again. She didn't really know everything of what she was doing. And I go through that with horseback riding. I'm sure other people go through that with other areas or events that they do in their lives too. And I just wanted to let people know that it's not as odd of a thing as some parents may think, or maybe now your gears are turning and you're like, oh, that explains why my kid does this or that. So there you go. More to think about. And remember, this disorder does not define you. You can define this disorder.